All right, this episode I've got a collection update. Going to share some thrash and some death metal. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hey, thanks for stopping by. All right, like I said, I've got some thrash and some death metal for you on this episode. Got some good ones, man. Got a cassette, got a CD, and got a couple records. So let's get started. All right, first one's one of my favorite big four thrash metal bands. That's right, Anthrax, and it's Live the Island Years. Man, this is probably my favorite time, or era of Anthrax, man. This was going to be the Persistence in Time tour. And it might have even been during the Clash of Titans. Let's check it out. Man, whoever had it, they didn't play it much. Real clean copy. Got it at a local shop that I've never been to. Just popped in and they had it pretty cheap, so I grabbed it. Artwork. But this was a darker period, right? Kind of look at the pictures. You look at the past, especially not among the living, but man, drawing a blank. State of Euphoria, right? And then, kind of between this, they were always kind of smiling and goofing around. But man, just look, like I said, look at the pictures. A little darker, not smiling too much. But man, my favorite era, I think, like I said, of Anthrax. Yeah, actually, it was Persistence of Time. You can see the clock. But that album was darker, heavier, and just, man, killer. But let's see what's on it. Man, I'm not even going to say the German word here, but NFL, and then IIR, Parasite, Keep It in the Family, killer song off of Persistence of Time. And then Cotton and Mosh, Indians, Side 2, Antisocial, Bring the Noise with Public Enemy. Then I Am the Law, Metal Thrash and Mad, In My World, and Now It's Dark. It's pretty cool, man. Good production, sounds good, and Anthrax always sounds great live. But once again, Anthrax Live the Island Years. All right, so our next one's going to be on CD, man, and this is probably one of my favorite albums out right now. It just came out about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. Just killer thrash metal band out of New York. That's right, Electrocutioner. Now, I did a review on this week and a half ago when it came out on my little Wednesday quick review shorts. Man, I'm just digging it, man. These guys are doing it right, man. Just old school thrash metal. Like I said, if you like Whiplash, you're going to love this. But also hearing some Sepultura, even hearing some Slayer, man. The first song, Doomsday Device, who does that Slayer scream at the beginning, man. And it's killer. And I just can't get over this artwork, man. It is awesome. Like I said in my review, this is exactly what you expect an album cover to look like from a band named Electrocutioner. And man, these guys, man, it's cool, right? So, like I said in the review, they're out of their label's out of Canada, CDN Records, right? And so right now, due to the tariffs and kind of nobody knows what's going to happen, they're holding off doing any shipments to the U.S. So, about the only way you got to get an actual physical copy is just keep an eye on their social media, like Facebook, because they'll drop messages on there saying, hey, we've got some, go to Bandcamp, we're going to release them so you can buy them, or at their shows, right? So I'm a little too far from the East Coast, so I got lucky. I swallowed a bug here. But anyway, I got lucky and was able to catch a message that they had some available. So I did order it and I got it. And man, just cool dudes, man. What I like about it, they're just kind of, grassroots, old school in it, right? Get it through the Bandcamp site. They're sending it directly to you. And I did. And, Mark, the singer and guitar player, man, little handwritten note, which I thought was really cool, right? And then sent some extra goodies, man. I got a couple buttons. That is cool, man. Kind of that Metallica vibe to it. And then a couple stickers. The little Electrocutioner dude from the album cover. And then the CD itself is cool, man. I'm not much of a CD collector, but if that's all they have, I'm going to get it. But man, I like how they did this, right? There's a CD. And check this out, man. more bands need to do this. I think this is cool. So there it is. Looks like it's a booklet, right? No. So check it out. There's the lyrics and everything. It folds out like a poster. And the rest of the songs. Check that out, man. That is killer artwork, man. Digging it. But if you haven't checked this out yet, if you haven't listened to Electrocutioner or checked out this album, man, definitely do. Like I said, if you like Whiplash, Slayer, even some old school Sepultura, you won't be disappointed, man. Killer. Loving it, man. One of the best out so far, I think. Electrocutioner, Harbinger. All right, next one's going to be on vinyl or record. This is another one I did a review on a few weeks ago. Based Colossal. I didn't really show the record that much. I just showed the cover, so I figured I'd go ahead and put this on my collection update. Man, this is another great album of the year so far. There's the back, little pictures of the dudes. Man, this album, it's I don't know, man. It's hard to describe. It's kind of simple, not in a bad way at all, right? But there's also a lot going on, man. And for a death metal band, death metal album, you can definitely tell that they're kind of tapping into their influences, right? You hear a lot of old school metal. I hear Jakey Lee, man. I hear Bark at the Moon, Ultimate Sin era stuff. I even kind of hear some AC/DC kind of, especially the first song, Stormbringer. Opening riff is just, you could, picture Malcolm or Angus playing it. Then it just kicks in and blows your face off. But there's definitely some 80 metal influence. But, they throw in that dash of death metal, and it's, of course, with the vocals. It's cool, man. I think, what do they call it? Death and roll. Yeah, prime example of that. And it captures a little bit of everything. And man, I dig it, man. Killer. If you haven't gotten this one yet, highly recommend this, man. It's been a good year for some death and thrash metal. There we go. All right, last one is also on record, man. These guys are no strangers if you're death metal fans, right? The latest, Gruesome. Silent Echoes, man. Check it out. I tell you, man, these guys are doing an excellent job of keeping that old school death metal, in the vein of death going on. There's nothing you can't say, that nobody's already said about this band, but love it, man. This is kind of, I don't know, definitely kind of reminds me of the Human Era. But, there we go. Check it out. Maybe symbolic as well. There we go. Picture of the band. But great stuff, man. I'd actually kind of forgot about this, that it came out and came across while I was kind of doing some internet window shopping and snagged it. But, killer, man. Like I said, if you like old school death metal in the vein of death, you're definitely going to like this one, man. Gruesome, Silent Echoes. All right, well, that's it on this episode. My collection update. Man, y'all be sure to leave me some comments. If you like what you're seeing, definitely hit that like, subscribe, and that little bell so you know when I post new stuff. So right now I'm posting a video. I was doing them on Friday. I'm going to start to Saturday, so there's a little bit more bigger of a gap. But I'll do my longer videos on Saturday, and then on Wednesdays I'm doing my quick kind of out new release reviews, right? Nothing in depth, just something like, if you were to walk into a record store and have somebody kind of recommend something to you, right? Just quick, short, minute to 2 minutes long. But like I said, man, be sure to leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these albums, and give me some suggestions on some stuff to buy. It's man, there's been a lot coming out, and I don't always see it. So let me know what y'all are digging and listening to right now. But hey, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Until next time, take care.